Hi everyone, thanks for watching. Today I am going to be repotting my cactus. I got this plant a couple years ago at a little garden shop called Ravenna Gardens. Sam and I love going there, and we stumbled in one day and got just a few small plants. One of them was this cactus. It was about 3 inches tall. I brought it home and I've had it for about 2 years now, and it just keeps growing. So here I am now with a 2-foot cactus, and I've noticed recently that it's been leaning and that the roots are kind of starting to break a little bit, and so before any real damage is done to it, I'd like to repot it and get it ready to grow in the summer. So in a second here, I'm gonna have Sam come over here and help me, and we're really gonna take our time planting this because in the past, I've rushed to the process and really ruined a couple of really good plants. So we're gonna take our time and do it right.
So here's what we're gonna use. Cactus potting soil, a larger pot, we're gonna use a trowel, leather gloves, twine, bamboo stakes, and then last but not least, the river stones.
So the next step is to choose a pot that is just about 2 inches bigger than the one that you had before, because the way cactus roots grow, they will be more vulnerable to decompose if they're in a pot that's too large. So make sure to get one that is just a little bit bigger. And then the first step you're gonna do is to take your river rocks and create a layer to help with drainage. So I'm just gonna place about maybe 20 of them in here. And so these ones are a little larger, but you can also use gravel. And I've also read some tutorials about people using peat moss as well.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Cool. So the rocks are in the pot. Now we're gonna add some soil, and we wanna fill it up about halfway.
Yeah.
Okay, so we today are using cactus potting soil. We really recommend that you only use cactus potting soil.
The mineral composition is different for different types of plants, and so the minerals that a cactus needs to survive are different than the minerals that, say, your split-leaf philodendron would need to survive. And so it's really important that you use the right mineral composition. So about 3 hours before we started this video, I very lightly watered the soil because getting it a little bit wet will really help with this process. Okay, so the next step is to loosen the roots and soil from the current pot. What happens is that the roots begin to grow out, and as they grow out, they attach themselves to the side of the pot. And so when you're getting ready to transfer it to a new pot, you have to very delicately disengage them from the pot. As you can see, I first went around the diameter, loosening the top half of the plant, and then on my second lap around, I started digging deeper to really detach the bottom as well. So next step is to very carefully remove the loosened root and soil from the pot. Now, I've read some things online that say a good way to do this is to wrap newspaper around the cactus with some tape so that you can easily pull it out. However, I'm gonna try something a little bit different and rest the cactus on the table and gently slide it out of the pot. Here goes nothing. Okay, so my roots were a little shorter than I anticipated. Not sure if they ripped or if they just are that short. We'll find out in a few months, I guess. But we're adding more soil to the pot to make sure that we don't bury the cactus too much. So here we are tying the cactus with twine to a bamboo stake because, as I mentioned before, the main reason I'm repotting this plant is because it was not growing upright and started to lean. Now that we have our stake and cactus placed, the next step is to fill in with soil. So once we got the cactus and the stakes in a place we liked, we went ahead and filled the rest with soil. I tend to overfill it a little bit so that when I start watering it, the soil will naturally condense a little, and so I put a little extra in there to make sure that it doesn't fall flat. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more updates on this cactus.
Bye.
Bye.